This is a call. This is a call to black men. This is a call to the brothers. This is a call to black men. We can no longer afford it. We cannot afford it any longer. As we all know, the thinking black men who gather around YouTube, the few of us who uses our brain to think about improvements, to bring constructive criticism, to bring to light the issues that plague our people. Those of us who gather on YouTube and use our brains for something more besides criminal activity and killing our fellow black brothers. We cannot afford it anymore. We cannot afford the division. We cannot afford the fightings. We cannot afford the fallouts, especially on YouTube. We are a fragmented people. And the reason why is because we are in search of an identity. We oftentimes cling to anything that appeals to us with very little research. We claim things that are given to us without any verification of whether or not they are true. As a result, we are very individual in nature. When we need a version, some kind of collective mind, a type of collective mindset, the ability to come together and agree on something, even though we don't agree on everything. That ability is only capable when we have respect for each other, love for each other, support for one another, and the complete understanding that we cannot afford it anymore. We stand alone in our communities, or in our community if we want to make it singular. Even though that seems very unlikely that our community is singular at this point in time. It seems very fragmented, very plural, different pieces all over the place. However, I hear many times that brothers are on YouTube, and I listen to brothers who's been here on YouTube for a long time. And many times they talk about fallouts. Fallouts with brothers they started with. One channel growing and leaving the other one behind. Fallouts. Fallouts with people that used to help them. Why? Because they had a difference of opinion. Maybe this was caused by a 6-minute video, maybe a 15-minute video, maybe an hour-long video with a difference of opinion. We have to remember that we are the thinking members of the males in our race. And the black female rarely stands with us. On the contrary, she is oftentimes an obstacle within our path. We cannot afford it anymore. I've been following YouTube and various forms of the black manosphere, I believe around 2006. A young man, still in the early states of learning. Now, a few brothers realize the symbol that is on the screen. That was a symbol oftentimes associated with the Sergeant Willie Pete, a man who brought up the issues of the black woman. He brought heavy criticism. He was an original angry man, a brother that was fed up beyond measures. Some may agree with his approach, some probably did not. However, he had a bag of red pills, and he was passing them around. Even though he might have been mad, upset, or angry, you can tell the brother cared for his people. What happened was, he was attacked. He was red flagged by the women of his race. As we know, oftentimes the black women do not realize when the black man speaks, it is for the improvement of her people. So before any other race of people may even attack this black man for trying to elevate his own people, the black woman is first in line, and she oftentimes tears him down. So at which point the black man has very little to turn to. Very few places he can go for support. This is why it is important that we keep the brotherhood. This is why it is important that we do not fall off with each other because we had a difference of opinion. If you agree with 80% of a brother's channel, I would say stay subscribed. Stay punching that bell icon. Not because you're trying to put money in his pocket because he monetizes videos. No. But because it is important that we support the ideologies that we share. The ideologies to construct a better and a stronger people. Speaking of our people, we don't have much time. Our women are at an all times low. Our women are moving backwards. Many of our young men are either in prison, poorly informed, or gay. While this is no bash on people who are lacking in information, people who might have made the wrong decisions and went to prison or might have been falsely accused and incarcerated. While this is not a bash on homosexuals. But those three categories, those three types that I have just mentioned are completely useless to our people. They are useless towards the growth of black people. So it is safe to say that the thinking brothers who are on YouTube, the brothers who are introspective, the brothers of many reflections, the pondering gentlemen, the men amongst men, the few enlightened ones, the chosen, those who could be said are the reincarnations of the Marcus Garveys, of the Malcolm X, of the Toussaint Louvertures, of the Nelson Mandelas. These thinking brothers that are making videos on YouTube, we need each other. This is a call to black men. A call that we do not fall out any longer. A call that we do not grow angry because someone said something or criticized something that you do. Something that you have done. Something that you plan on doing. Something that you have no plans on changing. Just because you were rubbed the wrong way does not mean you should stop supporting the great works that are put out daily by brothers who truly cares. As the world is facing a major economic crisis, potential government collapses, spiritual enlightenment, and possible spiritual revolutions. During a time where the Bible has been scrutinized like never before and also disregarded more than ever before, where brothers seek enlightenment through other holy scriptures, we are at a time where all the brothers on YouTube are coming together, those who make videos and those who simply follow, bringing together their thoughts, uniting on the intellectual plane. We are bringing together the same complaints, the same worries, similar solutions. We are vibrating at a very similar frequency. Those who are in the metaphysics would say we are in tuned, we are polarized like magnets, attracting each other and vibrating at the same tune. We are connected through the universe, some would say. Others would say this is a revelation from God himself. At this point in time, something big is moving because something is on the horizon. And as you know, we are descendant of a people who survives. And the reason we are in this glorious moment of enlightenment that we are going through at this very moment, when brothers are connected and sharing with each other knowledge, is because something big is on the horizon. And God or nature, however you want to categorize it, the universe, some might say, is trying to preserve those who always survive. So it is providing us with the proper mental nutrition so that we may survive the next wave of whatever drastic change is coming. We cannot afford to fall out anymore. Brothers, this is a call to the black man. Our people has been and have been attacked by social warfare, and yet we manage to survive. Our people have been brutalized through slavery, and yet we managed to survive. We were enslaved in harsh conditions that killed many other people whom they tried to enslave in the similar manner. But yet our people multiplied even more and grew in numbers. There is a reason. We are either like roaches, or we are a royal blood, a special genetic, something unique something that is meant to survive. I would like to believe that we are the unique, destined to survive people. We are not the roach, but we're still here after all of those things. Why is this? Why? Many peoples have been extinct throughout history, almost wiped out for some. Very little in numbers. But yet we survive. We have faced biological warfares. We have faced engineered diseases. Yet we are still here. We cannot afford to have fights amongst each other because we have a difference in opinion. We will always have differences in opinions because we are different persons, but we are one people. You are my brother, and I am yours. This is a call to the black man. Do not let go of the bond you have with your brothers. Because our black woman has abandoned us. Even though we try to still reach out every day, for we do not want to turn our backs on them, for we love them. They are our sisters. But the shocks and damages that our people went through has affected the weaker sex even in a greater sense than it has the male, which is the stronger sex. It has attacked the female a lot worse. The black woman is heavily damaged and oftentimes can be an inside man, an agent of destruction. And I say this with heavy hearts. For those who know me, know that I love deeply my brothers and my sisters. We are at a crucial time for those who follow politics. We are at a crucial time for those who are in tune with the spiritual. We are at a crucial time for those who are studying world economics. Those who are looking at the global finance. We are at a crucial time. We cannot afford it anymore. I want you all to know, and I want you all to believe, and I want you all to practice strengthening this brotherhood. We need each other. The thinking, the introspective black male, the real men amongst men, the kings of men, leaders of their people, the reincarnation of the great ones who came before us. This is Mr. Lemba. I'm out.